Let's talk a bit more about graphics today. Graphic elements come in different shapes and forms. You can see that the default graphic format is a rectangle. If you press here, you can select different formats, such as ellipse or line. Let's put some graphics here. A rectangle, another one, an ellipsis, and a line. Those graphic elements serve more like a visual purpose. They serve towards creating a beautiful design, creating different regions in your app, such as like a colored dashboard, but they usually don't have behavior. When you are creating an element, you can press modifier keys such as Shift or Option to alter how the element is basically grown or drawn. For example, if I have a rectangle, I can move the mouse and choose any kind of proportions, but if I press Shift, it becomes a square. And if I press Option, it grows from the other side, like from the center basically. So this is just some shortcuts that you can press that makes your life easier. For example, if you're trying to create squares or circles. And that's valid for every single element. Most commonly, let me show you some of the most common properties that we might want to change. You can make them opaque or not. If they are not opaque, you usually have a border. Because basically, if it's not opaque and don't have a border, it's kind of invisible. Let's put some border size here. And that's usually how it goes. You can also have effects such as like a drop shadow. And then you can see like how to build like avatars or sidebars. For example, it's not uncommon for, this is like a landscape view, to have a sidebar for navigation. And then the app happens here and you have a menu here. That's quite common. Those are usually built with graphics. You usually don't have like events and low code attached to graphics, and not even no code attached to them. They serve more for design purpose. You should work with your designer to see how to better realize your application in Apply, and it might involve using all those kind of graphic elements. Remembering that if you hold your mouse on top of this, you have like a brief help describing the element and also a link to learn more. If you click that link, it will get you to our documentation about the element. And here you can see all the events and also all the properties from all the sections. So this is just a brief video talking about graphic elements. This video is part of a playlist where we explore all the elements available to build your app in Apply. Hope to see you soon around the forums, and tell us how you're using graphics in your own application.